What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Now, don't get mad at me. That particular clip of me getting V2 Marco was, like, legit, like, when part 3 of the Yamato Sugo Fest started. It was a long time ago, okay? So, I haven't actually had a lot of time to actually get this video out for you guys. There's been so many new characters, so many events and stuff that we've had to cover on the channel. But now that it is a little bit slower, and, you know, obviously we're ramping up for another Legend release in the coming days. As of recording this video, it is the 27th. I have no idea what day this is actually going to be released on, but Reiju and Vivi are on the way. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at V2 Marco. Marco is a pretty interesting unit, and in today's video, we are up against all of the Garp challenges available as of November 2021. We have Revolutionary Army right here. We also have Whitebeard, and also the Worst Generation. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about the team against Revolutionary Army. We can discuss Marco along the way. So for those of you who don't really understand or don't actually remember what Marco does, he is a mono int captain. He does still boost other characters' attack, if I do remember correctly, but he's a 4.5 times boost to int specifically, and then if you're above 99% health, he's a 5 times captain instead. He also says that if you fall below 30% health, once per quest, he automatically will launch his special, and his special is pretty good. It provides a large amount of healing, and it does give you color affinity. When his special is launched and you're below 50%, it actually gives you color affinity. And then also, if you have color affinity when you launch the special, it gives you a huge chain boost instead. So it is a little bit situational, honestly, but at least, you know, if you are using him as a captain, you also get the ability to grant overhealing to yourself. So meaning that if you do use his special ability when you're, you know, close to that full HP threshold, you're going to gain the ability to overheal, which of course is very good because it allows you to get the 5 times boost a lot more often, obviously, if you're above 99% health. In terms of getting through the Revolutionary Army, it was actually very, very simple. V2 Big Mom is a really nice unit to have, just enabling a 1.5 attack and ore boost to herself every single turn, along with a matching slot every turn is ridiculous. The Buggy Crew character that came out recently is actually a really nice addition for some of these Garp challenges. You'll see him a little bit later on in the video too in another team, but also Nami Robin giving a huge ore boost. We have Whitebeard for a huge attack boost and the base attack boost. Whitebeard and Marco are great combinations together, obviously, as they did release in the same batch of characters, so obviously they're going to have a very, very good synergy. But leave you guys with the rest of this clip here. We'll talk more about Marco in the secondary clip versus Whitebeard. Jumping now into the secondary clip of the video, we are up against the Whitebeard challenge. Now with this clip here, we're bringing back an old school favorite of the channel on the Int Garp challenges, which is Rare Recruit Baccarat, enabling you to get around all of those nasty debuffs on the Marco and Vista stage, stage 6, as well as with Tesora support, granting a 3 times chain lock upon a support is pretty ridiculous, so that's always going to be a useful effect to have. We also have Big Mom making an appearance again with her amazing switch ability to provide that 1.5 attack and ore boost to herself. Very nice unit for getting around these boss stages, as well as Onigashima Luffy, which is obviously another relatively recently released character, providing really good utility. It gets around Special Bind, Attack Down, and one other debuff. I think it might be Blindness. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it also gives our crew a 2 times attack boost, so that's a really nice effect to have, and it's going to be useful a little bit later on as well. We also have the free-to-play Blackbeard that came out alongside, I think he did come alongside the versus Whitebeard and Shanks as well as Marco. He's really good because he does a bit of damage, but he also gets rid of all of those defensive effects on the Josu stage. But the main reason why we're using him particularly is because he does do damage, so it enables us to use the Halloween lore support on him to grant a 1.75 times ore boost to our characters, giving us a lot of damage. And one thing that we haven't talked about in the video yet is the super type of Marco. Marco's super type is very good as it provides you a full board of int slots. It also does provide a small piece of utility. I actually cannot remember off the top of my head, so I'm actually going to launch my game right now so I can actually figure that out. But Marco's super type granting a full board of matching slots is always going to be a useful effect to have, just enabling you to get those slots whenever you need it. And because remember that the int teams now have access to custard support, whenever you use a special ability with an int character, you can lock int character slots via that support. So it's really nice that they have that. So Marco's super tight gives you a full board of int slots and completely removes recovery down status. Now recovery down is not a debuff that you will come up against that often. So recovery down removal is a bit redundant in my opinion. But another piece of utility that Marco has that a lot of people kind of overlook as well, even we did a little bit earlier on in this video, I probably should have talked about it, but when you actually launch his special, he removes 3 turns of slot change impossible. If you don't know what that is the effect of putting your slots into like the barriers, right? When you have to hit a good, a great, or a perfect to unlock them. His special ability is the first special in the game that removes it. Plus his special ability also gives you 7 turns of paralysis and special bind removal. So if you do need to get some type of removal of a certain gimmick, you can remove it via his special, as it does give you that, plus really good healing. And if you are below 50%, you can get color affinity, and if you do have color affinity already active, you can get a chain boost instead. But I'll leave you guys with the rest of this clip here, and we'll talk more once we get to the worst generation. The final clip of the video against the worst generation. Now, of course, we're not using a double Marco team, as I found it to be a little bit annoying and definitely not optimal to use that at all. So instead, we're going to be running a hybrid style team, and honestly, this team absolutely destroyed this content. Got it on the first try, absolutely no issues whatsoever. Once again, Buggy Crew making another appearance. This unit is very good for this stage. Not only do they have the really cool effect of removing recovery slots and bomb slots, but they also get rid of block slots, which are really good a little bit earlier on in the video, but they also will give you a 2x orb boost for your characters as well. Plus they have a sailor effect to resist 5 turns of blindness. So like literally the perfect unit for this stage just all together to give you all of the effects that you could possibly want. We do have the effect of the Kobe and Helmeppo character, very good for this worst generation challenge, as it gets rid of 4 turns of damage threshold, which is very good against Zora and Killer, but also giving you the effect of a health cut, which is good because it's a damage dealing special, and it does provide an attack boost to our int characters. So remember, we can use a damage dealing special, it gives an attack boost, we can have an orb boost via the Halloween Lore support. That unit is going to be very, very good for a really long time, that Halloween Lore. And then once again, making an appearance, the versus Whitebeard, because he just does so much damage with his special ability in terms of giving you more damage, right? He gives you not only the attack boost to your characters, but also the 1000 base attack as well. And then we also have versus Big Mom as a crewmate for our team, allowing us to get an attack boost against the Blackbeard fight, but then once we kill him, we can actually get an orb boost on the final boss stage. So on the final boss stage, we're going to have a 2.5 attack, a 2.5 orb boost, and also a 1000 base attack boost to all of our characters on our team. And of course, we need to talk about the hybrid option in this instance here, which is going to be Yamato. Obviously not 6-star plus, we're talking about the regular 6-star Yamato here, as it can give us a huge amount of damage via a chain boosting special, and also the increased damage taken on the final boss fight. Really, really good. But of course, we don't get access to the Wano slots, even though technically you could probably build this team in a way where you can save the Marco special for later on in the fight to get rid of the slot change impossible, and then you could go ahead and use the Yamato special to change those int slots into Wano slots. So yeah, there's definitely ways around it. Even though on the final boss stage we didn't have Wano slots, it really doesn't matter. The amount of damage that this team is able to output is pretty ridiculous. So honestly, Marco, he honestly surprised me. I was not expecting him to perform as well as what he did. Of course, the crewmates and the supports that we used were very useful, but honestly, I was expecting Marco to be a little bit of a dud, but he's actually pretty good if you use him effectively. So that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.
イドの息子だ